Internet. What the fuck? Now, I like looking up trailers because I'm a big movie fan. I got the AMC A-Stubs, and so I go to movies almost every weekend. So I was looking up to see what movies were upcoming, especially during my work's vacation. And lo and behold, I stumbled upon this.
Help! Fire! Call the fire!
Hollywood? No. 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 I'm not doing this. No. Not doing it.
A few moments later.
Don't care. No. Fuck no. No.
2 hours later.
No. No.
Many hours later.
Congratulations, Hollywood. You driven me to drink. If you haven't seen this trailer yet, go ahead, stop the video, and go see this trailer. But be warned, if you are, like me, a fan of Sherlock Holmes, you are not going to be happy with this. Like I said, I'm a big fan of Sherlock Holmes. I have read every story that I can ever find. The original ones, fan ones. I've seen a lot of the television series that are based off of it. The movies were great. And then I saw this. Now, before we get any further, let me make this very clear. And this is something I know a lot of people are going to have an issue with, and I don't care. I do not find Will Ferrell funny. I know there's going to be a lot of people who are going to be hitting a dislike button, just turning off the video, but I just don't find him funny. Small bits, maybe I can deal with him, but overall, I'm not a big fan. But that doesn't mean I won't give the man a shot. I've seen plenty of his movies. Some of them were okay. A lot of them I didn't like, but this trailer alone annoys me. Hollywood is taking one of the, in my opinion, greatest literatures ever made and making a farce out of it. You have Sir Arthur Conan Doyle's work of Sherlock Holmes. This man, if there was anything left of him, is rolling in the grave. He created a character so smart, so ingenious, that inspired so many people to become detectives, writers, to look at the world differently. Hell, DC's Batman looks up to Sherlock Holmes. And now we have had some great iterations of Sherlock Holmes. We've had such actors like Ian McKellen, Christopher Lee, Peter Cushing, Roger Moore, and more recently we've had my two favorites, Robert Downey Jr. and Benedict Cumberbatch. I gotta tell you, I am not happy with the way this Will Ferrell movie is going at it. They're taking a character who uses his logic to solve things, to do something as mundane as squash a mosquito on a glass, and yet breaks open the case of killer bees, and then you see Watson shooting around like an idiot. And now Dr. Watson, he's always been a very smart man, a doctor. He has always been Sherlock's companion. John C. Reilly, he seems to be playing the character as an idiot. There's a scene in the trailer where Holmes puts on a very comical mustache, and Watson looks at him and points a gun at him, can't figure out it's Holmes, and it's just stupid. Now, the only redeeming factor I can see in this is our actor playing Moriarty, who, by my opinion, is one of the greatest bad guys up there, right up there with the Joker. You have Voldemort himself, Ralph Fiennes. I like him as an actor. I've seen him in many parts, and I want to see what he can do with the Moriarty character. As I said earlier, I'm very disappointed. They are... Looks like they're going for the bottom 1% denominator when it comes to humor. You've got a no-shit Sherlock joke in there. You've got Sherlock and Watson hitting on the Queen a little, acting like giddy girls about how hot she is. This just isn't right. This story has been done so well in the past. And I understand people like the story but want to see it in a different light. But how does Sherlock Holmes go into comedy? I mean, what are they going to do when they get to the part about his heroin addiction or some of the detectiving he did, his ability to blend in and disguise, or his way he looked at the crime differently? They're going to make this a mockery, and I honestly will not watch this film. I could not be paid enough to go watch this film, which is very sad because Sherlock Holmes is one of the greatest stories I have ever read. Thanks to Benedict Cumberbatch, I loved the modernization of it. Robert Downey Jr., the way they did the choreographs with the fight scenes where he slows it down in his head and he imagines how everything's going to go, those were beautifully done. And when it comes to the character of Watson, in the Robert Downey Jr. Sherlock Holmes, you had Jude Law, who did a phenomenal job. Especially when he's acting right next to Robert Downey Jr., he does well. And the BBC Sherlock Holmes with Benedict Cumberbatch, Dr. Watson in that was played by Martin Freeman, who is a phenomenal actor, who very much became almost a central point, in my opinion, for Sherlock in the series, which is how he should have been in the books and how he should be. So to see these two main characters done in such a way that it makes me wonder if Hollywood really needs to get its shit together. Now, I've said this in the past, and I will stand by it every day. Hollywood needs to get its head out of its ass. It is remaking and redoing things in ways that nobody's asked for. This is a prime example of just stop. Stop what you think you're doing. Stop just going for the money. Just stop. Folks, as I've stated, I am not going to watch this film. In fact, I'm going to suggest you folks don't watch this. If you're a big Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly fan, like for when they were in Step Brothers or in the other movies, that's fine. But if you are a fan of Sherlock Holmes, don't go see this mockery. This is a waste of time, effort, and talent. Hollywood does not need money going to something like this, because if it makes money, they're just going to make a second one, and it's going to be dumber and dumber. Anyways, I'm the noob. Sorry for this little bit of rant, but once I saw this, I just couldn't keep it out of my head. Anyways, I'd like to thank you, and I'll catch y'all next time.